Do you find it difficult to deliver quality ideas on the fly? Are you finding yourself running from meeting to meeting? Are you so behind on emails that you just can't catch up? As much as we believe that being busy is productive, it can also have a detrimental effect on our ability to create impactful ideas. Hey brand stars, Kelly here, back to you with another creative tip video. Today, I am not talking about the usual brand and design trends. Today, I'm going to the source, which is creativity. I'm walking you through 4 habits that can help improve your creative thinking even when the pressure is on. We're about to think outside the box after this. Now, before we begin, I do have to disclaim that I am not a psychologist. Okay, I'm glad I got that off my chest. I am, however, someone who is hired for the creative ideas and high creative output on a daily basis. So you could say that my livelihood depends on the quality of my creativity. And throughout my creative career, I have researched and practiced on a regular basis how to keep my creative ideas of high quality and constantly flowing. And that is what I'm going to share with you today. I'm going to walk you through 4 habits that you can put into practice that will help you nurture your creative ideas for your place of work, improve your brand, or even just everyday life. So let's dive in. Habit number 1, cultivate space. You have to schedule solitude. Now, I'm not talking about uprooting your life to go live with monks in an isolated monastery where you won't speak to another human being for at least a month, but you'll have a new understanding of life itself. No. There's another version of solitude that I'm referencing. The solitude that I'm talking about is just scheduling time in your day where you can think without any interruption. This may seem frivolous at first, but trust me, the most influential minds of history have put solitude into regular practice. And folks, the more that you practice cultivating space, the easier it will become. Your schedule might only allow for 15 minutes at the start, but eventually you're going to find more time once you enjoy and making solitude a regular priority. But to boost creativity specifically, you have to make sure that you're scheduling solitude and time to think during your brain's prime time. Your prime time is generally when your brain is the most energized. So it could be first thing in the morning, it could be after that cup of coffee, it could be at night. When we're mentally tired, our brains are most likely not able to process new information so easily. Exploration of creativity and new ideas takes brain power. So make sure that some of your prime time is reserved to explore new ideas and to process new information or even just problem solve. If you want to dive deeper into exploring the importance of creating space, read or listen to Essentialism by McKeown. I love when he says, remember that if you don't prioritize your life, someone else will. Let's just let that sink in for a minute. All right, not too long because we're moving into habit number 2, which is consume new content. Our brains can spark ideas from all sorts of references. Our brains are like huge pattern identifying machines. And when we consume new content and new concepts, our brains are able to explore new avenues in which to solve problems in a new way. And learning itself can have a huge impact on our critical thinking skills, which are essential for, you guessed it, creativity. Now, you've probably heard and admired the song Yesterday by Paul McCartney from the Beatles, which the tune actually came to him in a dream. And it took him years to complete the song. However, one theory by Ian Hammond in 2001 is that the melody and bass line were actually inspired by Ray Charles' song, Georgia on My Mind. The Beatles were undeniable fans of Ray Charles, so you could say that a successful original piece of creativity was subconsciously inspired from another. That just goes to say that you just never know when or from what your next inspiration is going to spark. So consume new content on a regular basis. Books, podcasts, music, and art, or even take some online courses like a masterclass. So now that you've cultivated space and are consuming content on a regular basis, You're ready for habit number 3. Give yourself permission to explore. A lot of us only end up exploring an idea if it's absolutely perfect, which can lead to idea limitation. It's time to put down the pen and arm yourself with the mighty pencil. Exploration is the absolute key to creativity. In order to say yes to a great idea, you first have to say no to a bunch of others. And remember, refinement should only come after you've explored a multitude of options. There's a reason why artists stencil in their composition before they place the paint. Why don't we consider adopting this habit into our professional lives? Give yourself permission to explore. After all, how much exploration did it take Thomas Edison to actually create a light bulb that worked? More than 3,000 to be exact. Here's some tips on how to explore. Start by capturing ideas. Stay with me here. Write down, record, or type all ideas that come to you throughout the day. I guarantee that you probably dismissed a lot of ideas already without even knowing it. It's just our default. And the key here is to never judge an idea before you write it down first. Once you start entertaining new ideas, they will come more easily and more frequently. All right, next is filter and categorize. At the end of the day, review your ideas, and remember, don't judge. Save all of your ideas and categorize them in corresponding files. These files can be by business, event, or client, or just random ideas that come to you. Just do what makes sense for you, feels natural, and will work for you, your mission, and your business. The purpose of this habit is just to encourage yourself in entertaining new ideas that come to you and giving yourself a little bit more freedom to explore ideas that you might not have ever explored before. Once you need an idea for a particular project, you'll be happy that you have plenty of creative references that are categorized and waiting for you to revisit. Now, it's much easier to get creative ideas that you've been working on than to force creative genius when the pressure is on. Now at this point, you're able to judge which idea is the best for that particular challenge. And if no ideas are appropriate for the challenge at hand, then reviewing these ideas might spark up a whole new solution. It's a win-win. Now the last habit to boost your creativity is practice flexibility. Planning and scheduling is absolutely imperative for any business to stay organized. However, be careful not to limit yourself to executing the plan that you have at hand. You may be missing out on creative ideas along the way. So plan for creativity in your plan. This just means give yourself permission to be flexible when new ideas arise from your team or even just pop in your head. Creativity isn't going to derail the progress of the project. However, it might just give you the additional oomph that you need for your project to become extra successful. Making a habit out of these 4 habits might just surprise you in how creative your ideas are going to become. I'd love to hear if you have any other habits that you're using on a daily basis that improve your creativity. Thanks for watching, and until next time, be bold, be brave, and be you.